YouTube, what's going on? Make this a little bit more shorter, a little bit more straighter because this microphone right here doesn't have a lot of life left, and I got to record this video right now so I can put it up because I realized I didn't do a video today. This video is about exercise selection. So if you guys have done exercise for a minute, or if this is something that's new to you, or if you have used a coach or haven't used a coach, this video right here could be helpful because I'm going to be talking about exercise selection and what exercises you should choose to put in on certain days of your workout, especially if you don't have a coach or something like that. I find this beneficial to give this information out rather than to just hold it in, because there's going to be a lot of people that can't afford a coach or don't need a coach, but they are still struggling from like, what exercise should I do and whatnot, So despite like this is part of the craft, I think it's beneficial to give it out, basically, especially if, you don't do a lot of research or you don't look into it a lot, you just like working out. So I'm going to use a push day, for example, or a chest day, chest and triceps, push, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use this as an example, okay? Exercise selection are the exercises that you choose to do during that workout. They're going to hit that muscle group. So, you're gonna select a few exercises and you're gonna do those throughout the workout, and those are gonna target your chest and your triceps. Now, it depends on how you want to target those muscle groups, right? So let's put it like this: a flat barbell bench press hits the mid portion of the chest, mid to lower portion of the chest, right? There's only really two heads. There's the mid and then the upper portion of your chest, right? So on a flat barbell bench press, you're hitting mainly that mid portion. That's what you're biasing right there, is mainly the mid portion. You're going to be using the whole chest because it's a push movement, but you're going to be hitting mainly that mid portion right there, okay? Another exercise that does that is a flat chest fly. So anything that brings in, here, let's clip this on here and stop holding it. So anything where your elbows are up and you're coming in like this, right? And you're just coming straight in line with your chest. That is a flat chest fly. That's gonna hit the same way, the same resistance profile. Because you imagine a bench press like this, right? You're doing a bench press like this. This is a flat barbell bench press. You're hitting it, boom, coming up, right? See where my elbows are at? Check it out, fly. Boom, same thing. Same thing. You're bringing the arms to the midline of the body in the same exact way, okay? And then another exercise that would be like that is a dumbbell flat press. Same thing, okay? The only ones that differ are like an incline press. So let's say this, right? You're gonna do a push day and you don't know what to do, but you choose a flat barbell bench press, a dumbbell flat press, and then a flat chested mid-chest fly, whatever you wanna call it, right? Those three exercises that I just described. Those are all hitting the chest in the same way, and you don't need to do those three different exercises to hit the chest, right? At most, I think two, unless you're doing like one set per exercise, right? You're doing one set of flat, one set of fly, one set of dumbbell, right? All of those right there, you're doing the one sets, you're hitting 3 total sets right there. That's good for chest. I personally don't need to do the 3 different exercises, but if you enjoy doing the 3 different exercises because you want to hit all of those and you only do one set per, or you only do 2 sets on one of them and 1 set on the other ones. Me personally, I like to hit 4 sets of chest when I work out, unless I'm staying on the same machine. So let's say I just hit incline for the day. I only hit incline. I'll do 3 sets on that, and then I'll call it good. Especially if I'm on a time crunch or if I'm on an upper day. Me personally, that means when I have to pair it back with it and things like that. So it could take a lot longer, and I don't need to hit. Most people don't need to hit 2 different chest exercises, 4 different back exercises, 2 different tricep exercises, 2 different bicep exercises, 2 different shoulder exercises, and all those things. You don't need to hit all of that on an upper day. You can make it make sense with hitting, one specific chest exercise, 2 different back exercises, 1 for the upper back and 1 for the lats, me personally, and then a shoulder exercise, and then a tricep exercise, and then a bicep exercise. That's how I really go through my upper days, me personally. Something that you could do to improve, that's the word, improve your exercise selection is to take out the redundant exercises. So, take out the things that you're hitting the chest the same way, and this goes for your legs or your back as well. I'm just using the chest as an example. You take out the redundant exercises. So instead of hitting flat barbell bench press, flat dumbbell chest press, and then flat chested fly, and you hit something like you hit a 1 pressing movement and then 1 fly movement, and the pressing movement is either an incline press or it's a flat press. You go opposite for the next one, right? So if you went incline press, then you're gonna go for a flat chested fly. But if you hit a flat chested press, then I would recommend an incline fly, where you're bringing the arms up to the midline, right? If you guys haven't done an incline fly, I've done it on the channel before. you just bring it, instead of your profile's looking like this, your profile's looking like this. So you come down to the side and back up to the chest towards the midline right there. So, all right, we're still doing good on that, but we're running out of time on the recording here. We have literal 3 minutes left of storage. I have to go empty some storage out of my phone. I need a bigger storage thing for the phone. Anyways, that pretty much sums up exercise selection, and that's the way I think of it. So if you guys could apply this to like legs, you know, like a squatting pattern and a leg extension, those both hit the quads. Leg extensions are a little bit better because the profile I train them in, but they hit the quads almost in the same way. You just get a little bit more knee flexion when you're in a squat pattern, unless you have a leg extension machine that comes all the way back, right? So, and it goes for something like curls, hamstring curls, and things like that. So, you know, you got to think about redundancy in your exercising and your programs. And, you know, if you don't have a coach or something like that, or if your coach is doing that, maybe bring it up to your coach about redundant exercises. But the way I think of it is you don't want to hit the same thing the same way 8 different times in the exercise when you could get the same growth from doing 4 different sets with 2 exercises. That's how I break it up. If I'm going to hit the chest, you know, I'll do 2 exercises on the incline, or 2 sets on the incline, and then 2 sets on the fly, and then my whole chest is done, rather than just 6 sets that leverage mainly the mid chest. Plus, you can only hit this so much before the amount of motor user recruitment is gone, right? And until you're just accumulating fatigue, basically is what it comes down to. You know, if you're doing 15 sets to hit the chest in a workout, you're probably just recruiting more fatigue at that point rather than muscle growth. So just keep that in mind when it comes to picking your exercises and exercise selection and exercise redundancy. So thanks for watching. I hope to see y'all next time.